Hello. Here in this particular session, we'll be doing the programs regarding data transfer. That is, a transfer of a given block of data from source to destination and few programs to exchange the data between source and destination. So for that first example, let me directly go to Keel software and we'll follow the same procedure. Project, new project. So let's say data, give some name, click on save. We have Atmel IC. I am typing the IC number whatever I had as discussed in the intro video. Click on the IC, click on OK. As I am doing the experiments here, I am not hierarchying it. So click on no. So I'll go to file. I'll simply type the program here. Okay, so the program here is basically to write a program to transfer a block of data from source to destination without overlap. I'm supposed to use external memory. Whenever I'm supposed to use an external memory, the address should be a 16-bit address. So 16-bit address I'm choosing randomly as 9035 and 9041. Some 16-bit or 4 digits in simple. Now the problem in choosing the source and our destination location is I have only one 16-bit data pointer, that is DPTR. So carefully choose the address such that the higher byte is common. I am choosing higher byte common 90 and 90. So what can be done? I can go for DPTR, which you can split it into DPH and DPL. So from the assumptions what I have made, I can directly load DPH is equal to 90H. This is the simplest way. Assume the address such a way that the higher byte is common. Now the lower byte is 35 and 41. While choosing lower byte, be careful with the question. He is asking you there should not be any overlap. That means source and destination should be well apart. Okay. So this is the assumptions I am making. And in the question there is no specifically, they are not specifically asking how many bytes you need to move. So again I am making an assumption here. The number of data I'll move is basically 3. Okay. So these are the assumptions that I am making to write a program. Once I made the assumption, knowing the instruction set, we basically can start writing a program. The same way I have taken the basic preprocessor directives ORG00 and SJMP30 and ORG30H, because from 00 to 2FH we have routines written by the manufacturer which are very much needed for the microcontroller to execute the programs properly. It has routines, service routines. So we are not supposed to tamper anything in those particular location. However, those routines are very much important for microcontrollers working and execution of the program. So include them but do not tamper them. So 00H till 30. Okay, I am including them but I am not writing program there. That's why I am SJump 30. That means I am skipping those many locations and originating my logic from 30H. That's what the first 3 directives indicate. Now coming to program, I am taking one register. We have registers R0 to R7. So I am taking register R7 to load the count. Count is the block size what I assumed. Okay. Next, as we had said, DPH can be directly loaded 90 because it is common both in source and destination. I am directly loading 90 to DPH. 35 and 41 are the lower byte address and temporarily loading it into two different registers, R2 and R3. Okay. Now what should I do? I should go to and let me show this particular example. 9035 is having a data. This is 9035, 9036, 9037. I am having the first data in 9035. If I want to transfer something, I should go to source, pick this 10, go to destination and write it there. This is a simple way we do. The same way here, I should go to 9035, take 10 to accumulator, go to 9041 and put that 10 there. This is how I basically perform. So coming here, what am I doing? R3 is having 35. So I am moving it into TPL. Now what will DPL be? 35. So what is the total content of DPTR? 9035H. So the DPTR is pointing to this particular location. Okay, it is pointing to 9035 where 10 was stored. So 10 is fetched to accumulator. X here indicates we are using the external memory access. So I have fetched that 10 from that particular memory. Now I need to go to destination and write it. Where should I go? I should go to 41 and write the data there. So here I am loading 41. Where was 41? Just check R2. Okay. R2 is loaded. So DPL now becomes 41. So total content of DPTR now becomes 9041H. Now it is pointing to this particular location. Go and put the data there. Go and put the data there. A was having the data, I am putting the data there. I have moved one set. I am supposed to go to next location, that is 9036, 9042 consecutively. So I am incrementing R2 and R3. Once I have moved the data, two more data left, I should count it. So decrement R7, jump on no 0. If R7 is not 0, again loop back. I am giving a random name to loop. I am giving the name as L1. Okay, so this is a loop and it is going back to L1. So this process continues until counter becomes 0. Counter becomes 0 once all three data are put. Then the program is end. Okay, let us execute and check the result. I am just retaining the program part. I am removing the prerequisites there. I am saving the file as data1.asm. Click on save. Add the file to source group. Add existing file. The file type is ASM. So data1.asm and close. So I'll translate. So to check for the error and also convert it into binary machine language. As of now, I'm having 0 warning, 0 errors. That's good that we have written the program properly. After that, I'll try to link it with the features of the microcontroller by building it. Next, I'll simply debug. Click on OK because it will be for sure well within the 2K limit of the evaluation version of Keel. Now, we are supposed to handle memory. So go to memory window. First type X colon. Why X colon? Because it is an external memory as asked in the question. 9035H is source location. Give your data here. What were the data? 10, 20 and 30. I have given the data. I can go to destination. It is zeros. Okay. I will run the program. I will run the program to see the final result. The data are moved to destination location. The same way we can do all the data transfer program. Let us see one more example here. So this is the example. The next example, whatever we'll see, that is a transfer a block of data from source to destination. Same way, without overlap, but here we are using the internal memory. So internal memory, the procedure is same. Only change here is we don't have a complication of using 16-bit location, 16-bit addresses. So we can use two 8-bit address. So I'm using 8-bit address here is 40 and 50H. Okay. And block size, there I had assumed 3, here I am assuming it as 5. Since I am using 8-bit of address, internal memory, there is no complications at all of loading DPH and DPL separately. You can use any internal memory, internal register, general purpose registers R0 and R1 as a pointer. So I am loading R0 with 40, loading R1 with 50, and I am taking a counter of 5. Same way, from source I am fetching the data to accumulator, writing the data to destination, incrementing pointer, decrementing counter, and moving back. The procedure is exactly same. We are minimizing the possibilities of using DPL and loading them separately. I am deleting the prerequisites. So I am retaining only the file. I have saved the file as .asm already because we know the procedure which we had gone through the intro and also for the previous program, and the program is also added. Okay, so the program is also added, and I'll just click on save and I'll translate to check for any possible errors. As of now we don't have any errors, so we can build the file translating it into microcontrollers architecture. Next I'll debug. So I click on OK. Okay, here it is D:40H is the address that is being needed. So let me give 5 datas. 1 data can be whatever, it is left to you. Okay. Next, where is the destination? It is 50H. You can see it is nothing. Let me run the program and see the data are transferred or not. You can see the data are successfully transferred. These are the examples of data transfer program, that is the first experiment according to your syllabus. Please go through the procedure. It is very easy. Hope I have addressed the questions, addressed the problems that were defined properly. Thank you so much.